coaches, and game day staff. Spectators are prohibited and entering the playing surfaces before, during, and after the game. Violators will be removed and are subject to arrest. Ladies and gentlemen, please locate the nearest exit to your seat. In the event of an emergency, slowly move to exit, and our game day staff will direct you in a safe and orderly evacuation. In accordance with Cherokee County Schools, Gaffney Middle School is a smoke-free campus. Smoking and vaping are prohibited and on all school property, facilities, and parking structures. That includes tailgating and outdoor events. If you do wish to smoke, you do so once you leave the campus. We thank you for your cooperation. All alcohol is prohibited on the campus of Gaffney Middle School. Ladies and gentlemen, flash photography is allowed. Also, artificial noisemakers are allowed in the reservation at any time. Gaffney Brave fans, keep up with everything the Braves do. Visit us socially on Facebook. It's the best way to stay in touch and know for schedules, scores, and highlights. Sir?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to some football here on a Saturday afternoon, March 5th, 2022. I'm Bo McMichael here on the Score 58 Network. You got some free football here for the next 15, 20 minutes before those people that paid, you get to hang loose and enjoy it. We're in Gaffney, South Carolina, watching the Northeast Georgia Wolverines in white taking on the Gaffney Braves in red. I'm Bo McMichael, accompanied by Craig Chapman and Adam Collins. Gentlemen, good afternoon, good day, and good night. How are y'all tonight?
We're good.
All right. Adam, yourself?
Oh, yeah, man.
Okay, I just want to make sure you were still there.
I'm still here.
All right. I'm still standing.
Yeah.
I like it, man. So, hope everybody sits back and enjoys. Who got the coin toss here, gentlemen?
Braves deferred.
You just like on point right there. I like that. That's good. So hopefully everybody's sitting back and enjoying. We're going to get things started here very shortly. This is a cross-conference, cross-league game between the Coastal Elite American Football League. I did not do that correctly, and I apologize. We'll get that taken care of. And the Elite American Football League. Both teams, this is their first game of the season. And should be a lot of fun. And we'll get the logos corrected at the bottom here. So it is not the Cobras versus the Storm. That was a flashback. And we'll get that put up correctly. Oh, look at that.
Boom.
Just right there. Right there, I can take care of that. So, gentlemen, I'll let you take it over, talk about some keys of the game. Why I get everything else settled. All right, gentlemen, take it away.
All right, Coach Chapman, keys of the game. Go ahead, brother.
Well, you know what I'm going to say. It's going to be special teams and turnovers, and whoever has the least amount of turnovers and handles special teams the best was going to win the game. And we saw that, last week, especially in the late game last week.
Yeah, without a doubt, special teams came up big, as they often do. A lot of people don't pay attention to it. It's a third of the game. A lot of people don't, spend time with that, although we come from a place where we spend an enormous amount of time with special teams. But the other thing, I'm looking for center quarterback exchange, and early on, I'm going to be looking how quickly can the offense begin to click, because we both know that, early on, offense always struggles. Defense, you just got to be a runner and a hitter. Offense is a lot of timing and a lot of kind of getting to know one another.
And a lot of times early in the year, you don't get a lot of drives. You score on a lot of big plays. So you'll hit a big play, and then the offense looks like it goes dormant for a little while. It's not really that. It's just that you haven't gotten the timing. Maybe those 5 or 6 guys, whether you're playing with a tight end or not, working together up front, haven't gelled yet. So, you may get 2 or 3 huge plays a game that lead to scores, and it may not be a 9, 10, 12 play drive.
Right, and just looking at the information on the Northeast Georgia Wolverines, a lot of D1 talent. Guys who have been at Division I schools, a lot of college talent. So I'm expecting, just based. I don't know a ton about Gaffney. I know that Southeast football is really good, typically.
Gaffney, I know that normally the high school football around the area of Gaffney is really good.
Yep. So my assumption is that the semi-pro ball would be good as well, because I imagine they draw off a lot of the same programs.
I would think so. I would think that would be one of the big issues that helps things, be successful around there, is that there are people that are talented that maybe their football career didn't end the way they wanted it to.
Well, and it's been such a tricky time.
Yep.
We've dealt with this some where we've had kids have to go to prep schools or to go play semi-pro to try and get another look. And now with the development of the new leagues, let me ask you, with the development of the new leagues, bringing back the USFL and the XFL, how do you think that's going to affect semi-pro?
I don't think it'll have any effect on it at all. I think that it will allow, those 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, round picks that the NFL draft has. If they aren't successful their first time around, they'll find a home in the USFL or the XFL. Maybe some guys that don't get drafted in the NFL draft and end up in Canada might end up in the USFL and the XFL. I don't think it'll have any effect at all on the semi-pro game, except maybe you get more people involved in the semi-pro game hoping to get a chance to move up into a XFL or USFL shot.
Yeah, that was kind of my thought is I think semi-pro is going to start to garner a lot more of attention simply because now, because there is oftentimes such a huge leap between organizations like semi-pro and the NFL. And now there's something to kind of bridge that gap.
Well, now you kind of got that, there's a semi-pro, then there's an arena league.
Right.
And the arena league was like, I remember when the arena league was big on ESPN. You get to watch arena league football. There was
we used to have an arena team here.
Yeah, Georgia Force. Then you had the Barnes, what was it? The Iowa Barnstormers, and those games are on TV. I remember going up thinking, this would be fun to play. First of all, I'm not getting hit as a quarterback, and I get to throw it every snap. But
and you can throw the length of the field.
Absolutely. I don't know about that. I probably still couldn't throw the length of the field. But but arena football, and then there was NFL Europe. We had the USFL,
Birmingham Fire, and all that. Yeah, I remember that.
You were,
or was it the Dragons? Were they the Dragons?
Something about there was something the rain and all this other.
Yeah, something.
There was lots of there were cool names there. There were some real, and it wasn't bad football. That was where the face mask,
the flat face mask,
flat face mask showed up.
I had one of those when we were at Lovejoy. I had a yellow one that had the flat face mask.
I remember those things. Those were the most hideous looking things.
It was horrible. I didn't keep that helmet long.
But I like where your thought process is right there.
Hey, top 10 right here. The Elite North standings right now at number 1, the Georgia Falcons. Followed closely by the Northeast Georgia Wolverines. And you can see a lot of these teams haven't played yet or have just had one game. So, there's still a whole lot to be decided.
But Atlanta Tigers, we've seen the Atlanta Tigers. They're going to be pretty good.
We did see the Tigers. Who did we see them play last?
They scrimmaged the Thrashers, Georgia Thrashers.
That's right.
And they're going to end up being they're going to be a pretty good football team. And if they think they're they got them listed as 5th, so those guys 4 teams ahead of them are pretty good.
Well, they've always had a good front 7 on defense, in my opinion, just from what I know of them. Now, I think they've gotten better on offense.
I agree.
And I think that's going to be huge for them.
I definitely have got to see an Argyle Avengers game.
Well, I like the sounds of that, as would my cousins Seamus and Angus.
So is this the Georgia Predator or Northeast Georgia Predators schedule right here?
I believe it is right there. You can
That
see.
is correct. Oh, great one. That is correct.
Yes.
All right.
I thought you were the Oz there for the.
Pay no attention to that man behind the curtain. So March the 12th, the Georgia Colts. March the 19th, a good matchup with the Atlanta Tigers. The 26th against the Georgia Crushers. On the 2nd, the Georgia Falcons. Then you run it back against the Atlanta Tigers on April the 9th. The Savannah Raiders on April the 23rd. The Crushers again on the 30th of April. The Falcons on the 7th, and then ended up on May the 14th at the Georgia Colts. So,
Hey, I would like to make a PSA. That's not us breathing hard. That's the wind.
amen. Do not think that we're that badly out of shape, although we are.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not good.
To meet the referees, please.
All right. Well, it looks like they're trying to sort out a few issues here.
They said they were meeting the referees.
Well, there's nothing better than a good old-fashioned referee meet and greet.
Absolutely. I think that you should always meet the referees.
Just walk out there and be like, I hate you, and I hate you. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I love referees. Officials are awesome.
Coach Collins goes out and actually meets the referees in a fighting stance.
Well, it's so funny. I do really appreciate officials. I know that I'm not always as I don't give as much grace to officials as I probably should sometimes. But I truly admire what they do. I really do, because I've done it before myself, and it is difficult. Not football, but I refereed wrestling for like 10 seconds. And, people are crazy. So
did you say 10 whole seconds?
Yeah.
That was when you fired
I did one tournament. I was like, I'm done.
You kicked everybody out of the tournament?
I'm done. Because people's parents would straight up accost you. And, at that point in my life, I was able to I could still run away. I could still run away. I did one tournament. I was like, I'm done. Deja vu.
So glitch in the matrix. So today, while I was at track, as we wait for the opening kickoff here, went over and watched. They were doing all the field events. So
Okay.
all the runners were stretching. Well, they decided that they were going to do a throwers 4x100. So they took the throwers and let them run the 4x100. You talk about hilarious, dude. Everybody in the field cheering for the guys that throw the discus and those ladies that throw the discus and the shot running the 100. I'm sure they were, at the one. I saw one guy look at the other guy at the end of it. He was like, "Never again. I will never do that again."
At my smallest, I was a sophomore, and I weighed 245 pounds. And I threw the shot and the disc. Uh-oh. All right, well, we're back. Getting ready to get started here. Should be a really exciting game.
I'm just looking at the sidelines. It looks like there's a decided numbers advantage for the Gaffney Braves right here. Maybe I'm just wrong. Maybe that's just a distance thing and my eyes are that bad, but it looks like there's a definite numbers, depth advantage for them.
But I tell you, like I've told every small team I've ever had, they can't put 11 out there, but they can't put 11 out there at a time. So, if I'm the Northeast Georgia Wolverines, I'm going with the same strategy they used at Thermopylae, and then later at the Battle of Agincourt, and then after that at Gallipoli. You know what I'm saying?
No. So I know for a fact that they said that.
Yeah, I know, red and blue. I saw that.
Yeah, but Gaffney, they patted that guy on the shoulder and waved their arms as if they deferred.
Well, maybe deferring means something different in South Carolina.
But they sure are lined up. And
they're probably playing South Carolina.
Please tell me that they didn't defer.
And then choose to kick?
And they chose to kick, and they kicked twice.
Well, we'll see.
This will be.
Because you are the one that remembers everything.
Maybe that's what the big conversation was about.
That could have been.
Maybe
I don't think that's what the big conversation is.
All right. Well, we look forward to hearing your big conversation at halftime there, sir. Getting ready for kickoff here in Gaffney, South Carolina. Straight up 85 from the Northeast Georgia Wolverines. A cross-league matchup. Looking forward to it. Gentlemen, have a great game. I'll talk to you at the end of the first quarter.
Copy that.
So we're sitting right here early on. As I see what you're doing, I understand completely.
Yeah, I think they have 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, that guy's on the sideline.
Yes.
He tricked me.
He tricked you.
You tricked me. You button hooked me.
Don't go any further. So now that I've put that they deferred, I'm just going to write that they are receiving.
Okay.
I'll write that the Wolverines are kicking off, and I'll try not to screw it up again. All right?
All right, the official blows it in. Here we go. And there's the Wolverine kick. And it's going to be fielded what looks to be about the 15-yard line. Coming right up the gut. Got a nice return right there.
Took a pretty good pop at the end of that thing, too.
I got some Wolverines. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, the ball was definitely on the ground.
So we'll see. We'll get to see the Braves on offense first.
And this is really messing with me with this two-shade uniform.
I like it.
It's definitely different. So we're going straight no huddle and doubles. All right, Coach. Looks like we got a little fun happening right here.
It's a big quarterback.
It absolutely is. 1st and 10. Ball is at the 28-yard line, Coach?
I believe you're correct, sir. McKinney in the gun right there. And looks like the Wolverines might have started early. And they did.
They cheated.
And got caught.
1st and 5 now. Ball will be at the 33-yard line.
So they haven't even run a play and they're already gaining yards. There's a snap. Give to JoJo McGill off the right side. And we're having a little technical difficulty. It looks like a pickup of about 2.
Bring up 2nd down and 3.
We know this Wolverines front 7 has always been stout. Defense, without a doubt, has always been their thing.
And I was impressed to watch, Gaffney come out and run the ball right at him.
McKinney in the gun in pistol set. Send the full up as the extra tight end. Receiver steps off.
Little tight end trips action into the boundary up there.
Here comes motion. Orbit motion over the top right there.
That's illegal.
Give to JoJo McGill again off the right side.
And nothing. 3rd and 3. And they're going to give him a half yard, so we'll call it 3rd and 2.
Look like
Number 5, JoJo McGill.
number 15, Justin Huggins on the tackle. Yeah, he shouldn't have been allowed to stay in motion when the ball was snapped. He should have had to reset.
Yeah, I was sitting there thinking to myself, perhaps
He's going to reset.
I have messed up right here, and I think that they're actually at the 46, Coach, because I think that's midfield.
Oh, receiver started early right there. That's going to back him up 5.
I think they're going to call. Oh, they look
So
at that.
what looked like a promising 3rd and short now becomes 3rd and long. So,
And that, I mean, that's one of those things, right? Early season,
Bring it back.
you want
right,
to get off the ball.
you're going to have the first game, you can go ahead and anticipate pre-snap penalties.
So 3rd and 7 right here. Doubles look right here. Wolverines have 7 in the box, Coach.
Here comes the heat. No, here they come. Delayed blitz. And they're going to sack McKinney. And I'm not sure to give that one to.
15 and 23.
15 and 23. That's going to be Justin Huggins. And number 23, Eric King Jr.
Loss of 6 on the play will bring up 4th down and 13.
And just as we suspected, that Wolverine defense shows up big. And looks like a false start on Gaffney. And indeed it was.
And that will make it 4th and 18.
So Gaffney currently digging a hole.
Be interesting to see. I know this is quick kick.
And there it is. And it goes out of bounds, so there is no return.
So it'll be 1st and 10 right here. Ball's going to be at the 34-yard line.
So our first chance to get to see that Wolverine offense and how it's working this early in the season.
Be interesting to see, exactly, what they have. It used to be that when you watch this game, it would be 4 or 5 different offensive sets. Now everybody's pretty much gotten to the point where we're going to run what we run, and we're going to get pretty good at it. So I'll be interested to see what the Wolverines show us right here.
Tell you what, they're big up front.
They are huge.
I don't know if it's just the angle, but Gaffney does not look very big.
No, and it looks like perhaps a 3-man line.
It does. So we'll get to see the up front matchup. That's always one of the big tales in the game is how will the offensive and defensive lines match up.
Here's that quads look that they used earlier this year when we saw them in a scrimmage.
So in empty. There's a snap. Drop. Fires. Caught. And he can't stay up. I think he had a lot of room to run right there if he stays up. That ball caught by number 4, Santonio Halls.
Gain of 19, and it stays 1st down.
Santonio out of Cedar Shoals High School. Looks like it's going to be timeout Northeast Georgia.
And they have called a timeout.
All right. Well, Coach Chapman, so far, what do you think?
Well, I mean, we didn't really get to see much. There was 3 penalties on the opening drive right there for Gaffney. Gaffney went from having a 3rd and 2 to a 3rd and 7 to a 3rd and 12 from a 3rd and 7 to a 4th and 13 to a 4th and 18. So, we don't really know much of anything. They tried to run it once, gained 2 yards, came back the next time, tried to run it again, gained a yard. But right now, both teams, look to be a spread, formation. We just had a 19-yard pickup on the first play of the game for Northeast Georgia out of a quads look. It should be interesting to see how this, develops, because if I remember when we watched them in the scrimmage, they started off in that quads look, and then they kind of morphed into a doubles, trips, gun, correct?
Yes.
And here we go. Quads.
So Martin sitting back in the gun, 3-man line, kind of standing up, kind of that proud look about it. Pulls the ball down, rolls to his right, fires downfield, has a man wide open.
And that is a touchdown.
And that touchdown is to Anthony Autry. Anthony out of Norcross, played at Georgia Tech.
He did.
Man. And you called it big plays.
I mean, step up underneath the pressure. Everybody sees the quarterback step up, maybe stops and tries to attack the line of scrimmage to keep the quarterback from running and forgets coverage responsibility, and that equals 6 points. And I'm assuming they're going for 2 right here, Coach.
It has that look about it.
So 6-0 early here in the game. To me, this screams jet sweep.
Hey, I apologize. That was Wise at QB. Wise takes snap. Quick throw. A little slant action in the back of the end zone. Cannot complete. Pass intended for number 16, Kevin Lewis. Kevin out of Peachtree Ridge.
So with 10:41 to go here in the first, 6-0 Wolverines. And, that was pretty good. That was a pretty efficient drive.
I would say so.
And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, for those people that have not purchased a ticket, you can scan this code. It'll take you to our site. That's score58network.com. It is $10 a ticket for the Wolverines and the Gaffney Braves. We'll be back later on at halftime to kind of give you an update on social media and talk about the other games that we'll be streaming here tonight on the Score 58 Network. Our game of the week will kick off at 7 o'clock, and that's free for those people that want to sit back and wait till 7 o'clock to watch football. But no further ado, we will be switching off on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and Vimeo. So the only place to watch it is Score 58 Network. Gentlemen, great game so far. I'll hand it back to you.
Thanks, man.
I didn't know what was going on. I saw that, QR code up there. I thought we were in trouble.
Thought the Russians had locked the
I
computer.
didn't know what was going on.
There will be no football.